everyone, it's Sue. Welcome back. Well, it's been a little while since I've actually done a video, so you'll just have to excuse me. I'm a bit out of practice, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that my regular schedule of at least four videos a week will start from now. So I'm sorry about the noise in the background, but I have to have the fan going because it is 36 degrees Celsius here at the moment, so it is really hot, and my desk is in a little corner that doesn't get any breeze or anything otherwise, so I apologize if that noise is annoying. So today that this video is going up, it is New Year's Eve, so I hope everybody had a lovely Christmas if you celebrate Christmas or you enjoyed the holiday break. And I'd like to wish you all a happy new year. I'm excited about 2024 and once again, fingers crossed, I hope Mum's health is stabilized and we have a great 2024. So she's still recovering from her surgery, but she's certainly getting back to a little bit of normal life, so that enables me to get back to a little bit of normal life, so that's great. All right, so I thought I'd just start with a fairly easy, well, I think it's going to be easy, I hope so, video today. And I saw Meg from Meg Journals make some faux washi tape using vellum, and just collaging on them, and then just having them as a stash where they can just be torn off and used in collages or just for decorations in your journals. Now I'm not going to commit to doing Junk Journal January. I haven't had a chance to actually make a journal for Junk Journal January. I guess you don't have to, so I may even try and do the prompts in my junk journal and just see how I go. But as I said, I'm not going to commit because every time I commit to something, something seems to happen. So I'm using, I don't have any tracing paper. This is a vellum. I'm not sure what weight it is, but it's fairly sturdy. I think Meg was saying that tracing paper is probably better because as you're laying more pieces of paper, etc., on top of these, they will get a little bit stiffer, but I'm okay with that. So I've just grabbed, I thought I'm not going to overwhelm myself, I've just grabbed some of my Uniquely Creative mini mark making stamps. So there's a few different ones there, so I'll use those, and I'll use a archival ink to stamp on the vellum. I'm hoping that that will actually work on the vellum. I've just grabbed some scraps out of my scrap drawer behind me. I've already pre-cut the vellum, I haven't even measured them, so I've just cut this way, and I just eyeballed it. So I think most of them are about 1.25 inches approximately, and then at the end I just did two wider ones. I've got some, I don't know, I've got a thing about circles at the moment, so I made some stickers the other day for myself and punched them all out and inked them all up, and I thought some of those might actually go well in this as well. So we've got all our supplies and a glue stick. So I'm going to try a glue stick. I'm not sure how well it'll stick to this vellum, but we'll see. Let's just play along and see what happens. So I'm just going to start with I'll just lay a few out and just start with tearing some neutral pieces. Okay, we'll start with that many. And I've just got a few coloured pieces, just some, I've got some vellum. I wondered what that might look like on there as well. Just various printables. I'm not sure where they've all come from, I'm sorry. I've got some handmade paper that I've embossed as well. I thought that might be quite nice, and some labels. I don't know, I just found these in a box. I just thought I could cut them in half or something. So yeah, just some various neutral pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear and collage, but what I also want to do is just add a few stamps on the base just to sort of add something. So Just going to get a scrap of paper. So I've just got some of this butcher's paper. I hope the camera doesn't have a heart attack and not able to focus. Let me just have a look. I think it's okay. All right. And you're probably not going to be able to see these pieces here very well. But I just want to do some background stamping just to start with. And I'm just going to use, as I said, some of these mini mark making stamps from Uniquely Creative. Now majority of these are available in my shop. I'll put the link down below if you're interested in any of them. They're quite inexpensive, but they stamp so beautifully. Okay, now I could be using Stays On ink, but I don't think I've got any. It's all pretty much dried up. So let's just grab a couple of stamps and we'll try with the archival ink. Cross our fingers and hope that it doesn't all smudge. Okay, so I've given myself way too many choices here, but that's okay. We'll have a bit of fun with it. So what I might do while I'm just stamping this, I will pop a little bit of music to that as well. It's pretty self-explanatory, and then I'll come back for the next step. Okay, so I have just really randomly, very randomly stamped these. Now a lot of this will probably be covered, but I just wanted to have some spaces that had a bit of color underneath. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab some neutral pieces of papers, and I'm going to just collage randomly now. I'm just going to give this a straight edge because I want one edge to be relatively straight. And I don't think it really matters too much, but basically I'm just going to go through, add some random papers, and maybe add a little bit of color from these printables, and then I will come back. All right, so I've collaged on there a bit. It looks really messy to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip them over and just trim away the excess so I can actually see where the edges are. It just gives me a little bit more of a indication of what the faux washi tape's going to look like with anything over the edge, hanging over the edge. This one probably needs something a little bit more in there, a bit more colour. And as you can see, quite a bit of the stamping got covered up, but there's just a little bit sneaking through. And that was just the idea. I wanted to have that stamping done first, just for something in the background. Okay. Just having a look to see what I've got. This one's got no pink on it. There's a little stamp there. I might cut that out. Could use real stamps if you had them. I might use a little bit of art glitter glue on this one because it's on cardstock. I'll put that one there. What else have we got in this? I'm just going to fiddle around and add some little bits and pieces. These have been sitting in my scrap drawer for ages, so it'd be good to actually use some of it up. So I wonder if I do something like that. I'll do something like that. Try not to think. I'm trying not to think about it too much and just doing it. Now I think Meg did some marks as well. I'm going to probably, I bought some Posca pens the other day. I want to try and do a little bit more mixed media art this year. Just playing, really. I've never really gravitated to it much, but I have like something's calling me to give it a go. So I might grab those out, those Posca pens that I bought thinking I'd use them for mixed media, and use them. Now where'd that little number go that I had? That to me looks a bit clumpy, but what I thought I could even do is put some vellum flowers or something on there. Let me think. Let me just grab those. Been looking for them and they're right here in front of me. So what I might do at this stage is I might trim them down. There's that number I was looking for. I might trim them down and then just work on a couple at a time, just adding some little different elements. So just thought I could use this number here as well. Feels good to be back at my desk, and I hope that 2024 I can bring some more inspiration to your desk. I've got lots of things that I need to, lots of works in progress that I need to complete, and I'd like to try and work on some of those during the year as well. I have several new things that I would like to start. I have a couple of, well, I have a few journals that I want to do, one for each of my children. I wanted to have that done in 2023, but it didn't happen. So what I'm wanting to do is, I bought 3 books about the same size from an op shop, and I just want to upcycle them and have it sort of like a junk journal. So treat it like a junk journal, but scrapbook photos and that sort of memories and that sort of thing in there for them. And I thought if I start that early in the year, I hopefully will have them finished and I can give it to them for Christmas 2024. So that's what I'm aiming for. So fingers crossed I can get that done. Let's put a vellum or an acetate butterfly. Now this one's a vellum. So my washi tapes might not be able to be torn. I might have to cut them, but that's all right. I'm going to, what my plan was is to use them as layering in my pieces, you know, journaling cards, that sort of thing, or in my journaling. So I will be just cutting them and layering them over or under other pieces. So it doesn't matter really if it's got a straight edge. So I'm liking that a little bit more. So just remembering that only bits of this will be used. So we will either tear or we will cut. And I'm going to add a little bit of gold and possibly a little bit of white to this as well. I might just use this other half of the butterfly on here. I think I want to put a bit of pink and probably a bit more pink here on this one. So I'm going to add a little bit of this pink handmade paper. Just add it across there, I think. Okay, so I'm going to call that one done, except for some different marks and some splatters, although I wanted to use these too, didn't I? Maybe I could add maybe if I just add that to cover up that edge. Oh, that's nice, I like that. And maybe if I can I use this bit up here? May as well. Let's just do it. Okay, so I'm having trouble getting the backing off this sticker. I thought, so I've got my nails very short compared to how I normally have them, and I thought that that might actually help while I'm creating, but it's actually a little bit harder. But the reason I've cut them quite short is that I received a guitar for Christmas. I've always wanted, well, not always, but for years, many years, I've wanted to learn how to play the guitar. And my Secret Santa bought me a guitar, which is really lovely. So I'm excited. I've started practicing, but my nails were too long, so they were touching the other strings while I was trying to play chords. So I had to cut them all down low. So I know G chord and D chord at the moment. So it sounds absolutely horrible when I play, but it's all about practice, and I probably will look at having some lessons. I'm just teaching myself at the moment via YouTube. So, but I've noticed everybody teaches differently. So, and yeah, I just need to be aware of that. So I'm just wondering whether I should start doing some formal lessons first before I get stuck in my ways. Does that make sense? We'll see what happens. It's early days yet, but oh, it hurts my fingers, so I've got to toughen them up and get a few calluses on them so it doesn't hurt so much. All right, so I'm going to call those two pretty much done with the gluing. Now let me have a look in here. I really liked how those little circles on there turned out. Like this one. I'll use that again. So let me know if you're interested in any of these little stickers. I'm actually going to be bringing a few different ranges of stickers and fussy cut items into the shop. So I've sort of been working behind the scenes doing that. Nothing's ready to go yet, but let me know if that's something that might interest you. Okay, so I'm just adding that, and I'll use this extra little bit here that I've got left over. Trim this down so I can get a proper visual of it. So what did you guys get for Christmas? Did you get what you were wishing for? We've just the last two, this is the second year that we've done Secret Santa. We don't have any little kids at Christmas time at the moment. So it just, you know, buying for everybody, and everybody during the year, if they need anything, they tend to, the adults in our family, they just tend to buy it for themselves. So we decided to do Secret Santa, and it's been so good. We put a monetary limit on it, and yeah, it's just, I just think it becomes a whole thing where you overspend just for the sake of it, and I don't know, that just doesn't sit well with any of us, really. So that's why we decided that we would start doing Secret Santa, and when none of us are disappointed. So we ate too much, as per usual. Mum sat on her wheelie walker and made the pavlova. She's a pavlova queen, so that was really lovely that she was able to do that. And we just had basically cold cuts and salad, so it wasn't really unhealthy. It's just, you always just snack in between, more so though, I think, than what we normally would. So I think I'm going to put that one there. And same with any of these that might stick over the edge, I'll just trim them off. So you guys can use whatever you've got. I just grabbed a few bits and pieces. I thought with my first real amount of time sitting at my desk in quite a while, I didn't want to overwhelm myself. So, and I always find that I probably create better with less to choose from. I don't know whether anyone else is like that. Do I want to put something here? I don't know. Let's just do that. Stick that on there. Okay, I'm calling that one done as well. trying to see which way's up here. So yes, we had a fairly quiet Christmas. Josh and Erica came up from Brisbane. Jim's two youngest girls came up just for the day, and we played a lot of Scrabble. Since we moved, I think all our games are in storage, and I didn't really give it much thought prior to Christmas, so Scrabble matches it was. So that was a bit of fun, just to do something different. What do you all get up to on Christmas Day? And then Boxing Day was more of the same, really. The kids went home. Katie's gone actually to Josh and Erica's for a little holiday till I think the 2nd of January, so that's fun for her. They've actually gone fishing today. Matt's driven to the Sunshine Coast to meet them to go and do some fishing. So that's nice to see all the siblings doing something together. We just get so busy, don't we? And we just don't make time to do that sort of thing normally. So I'm really pleased that they're doing that and making the effort. What do I want to put there? I've just got this little folder thing of different bits and pieces. So what about, is that too much pink? What if I cut that in half? It's probably too much pink, but we'll do it anyway. Actually, I'm going to put it up here. Can't see if it's straight. Doesn't matter, I guess. So just to balance out that pink, and I might even just see if I've got a little bit of teal or something. It's not right. I'm just going to cut this and put that on there, I think. Put that on there like that. I don't know. Mine look very, very different to what Meg's does, but I mean, I didn't want them to look the same. But it's fun because you just start sticking things down and it just starts coming together. So that's got a little bit of gold in it there, which is nice. So I think I'll call that one done, apart from the markings that we put on there. And what have we got? We've got two more. So Benny had his first Christmas, which was really cute. We were a bit worried that he didn't have legs because he was picked up so many times by everybody and carried around and cuddled and fed, you know, like roast chicken and so he's had his first walk on Christmas Day as well. He's never been on a leash or had a harness on before, and Josh and Erica wanted to go and walk off some of their Christmas lunch and asked if they could take Benny, and I said, well, you can, but I have no idea. He'll probably end up being carried around. But he did so well for a 4-month-old puppy who'd never been on a leash or worn a harness before. He was a little bit wary at first because he got out and he was like, oh my goodness, there's a big wide world out here. So that was a bit funny, but once I started walking, he was fine. He did really, really well. So that was really amazing that a little fellow, a little puppy, you know, that age, actually just walked along. with them. So, but he came home and he slept all night. Came home, he was exhausted because I went on a fairly decent walk. He came home and he fell asleep, and then we woke him up to go to bed, and I thought, oh, he's not going to sleep tonight, it's going to be a rough night, but he slept until 7 in the morning. So it was amazing. So we just need to try and keep that going at the moment. We'll see how we go. It's just so hot here at the moment. It's just makes you feel ill. Makes me feel ill anyway. So I mean, it's not that he doesn't get any exercise. He runs around like a maniac most of the time anyway. So but we'll, yeah, definitely try and get him walking, doing a bit of walking. I think I put that on upside down, doesn't matter. So he had an amazing Christmas. So this is good, actually, using up some of these washi stickers and that I have sitting there, and I just don't dig into them very much, which I should, because I love using them. And with them going onto vellum, they sort of just blend into the background as well. So I'm just going to add some of that. Just want a flower or something on there, I think. That'll be nice. So you can tell I'm not thinking about it too much. I'm just grabbing and I'm sticking it down. And I guess you can always add more to it as you're putting it in your journal. I'm pretty happy with that. That, and then this is the last one that we've got here. We've got to just get rid of some of this rubbish. I think I might add a little bit of this green. And I got one there, and I might add a pink label or something as well. Bit of green there. Some of this pink label that I used on another one over there. So do any of you do New Year's resolutions? I don't, because I never stick to them. I have a list of things that I would like to try and achieve for the year. And I just try not to put too much pressure on myself, because we don't know, you know. You just don't know what's going to happen in your life, really, from day to day. So I just don't like setting myself up for failure by saying, you know, I'm going to lose 10 kilos or whatever. And I feel that it's just putting too much pressure on yourself. You just need to, you know, write a list of things that you'd like to achieve, and you know, hopefully you can do that. Just cut that funny little butterfly there. I'm going to cut him. So yes, I've got a list a mile long, and I know that I probably won't achieve half of what I've got on there, but if I don't have a list that I can look at, I won't push myself to try and achieve those things. So that's what I do. That's what I tend to do. I just want to add, I might add a circle sticker. that. That. And I'll just use this little bit here that I have left off it. So that's the base done. So that was really easy and quite fun, actually. It's a good thing to make when you've been out of commission for a while. Something that you don't have to really think too hard about. Now these little packets here, I do have a video for these on my channel as well, so I will endeavour to either put it in the cards or in the description for you. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Posca pens and a gold pen and maybe just do a few little splatters or marks on there. Cover my glue. I've got this here I might actually put on somewhere. Where can I put it? I'm going to put it down here. It's rather than have it floating around. There we go. Okay, so these are the Posca pens that I bought from the local office supply store, and I thought I got colours, but obviously I didn't. So there's a gold one in here, so I may as well use it. And this one's got gold, white, black and grey. So Uni Posca. I had a couple of Posca pens years ago and I'm not sure what's happened to them, but I think from memory they may have dried out because I never used them. So I'm just making a hell of a noise there. I'm just going to use this paper that I used to stamp on these before, and I'm just not even sure. I think you have to, so that's the size nib. Oh, okay. So you probably don't have to press that hard. So I think I'm just going to, can I do splatters with a Posca pen? Oh yeah. That handmade paper, it just soaked into that straight away and left nothing. So I'm just going to do, see, I don't know how long that'll take to dry, probably forever. It's probably not the best thing to be doing. So maybe if I just do some dots like that.
Pop it aside to dry. Let's see if you can even see that. I think it's turned out quite well, quite happy with that. So where can I put it? I'll just put it over here. And then I'm going to add a few more to these, so I'll just speed up the music. Sorry, speed up the camera and add some music as I do that. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what I've done.
Okay guys, so that's the faux washi tape done. And now it's all wet, it has curled a little bit, but once the paint is dry, I'll put it under a heavy book overnight and it'll just flatten out. So I'm quite happy with how they've turned out. Something a little bit different, something very easy to do, and I think I'll definitely be making some more. So thanks so much for watching. It's really good to be back at my desk and creating again. So hopefully I will see you in the next video. Until next time, I hope you get a little bit of creative time in. Take care. Bye bye.